Hi, in this video I'm going to talk to you about burnout, workaholism and generally being stressed. So what is burnout? Well, burnout is where you've experienced overworking, stress, lack of sleep, lack of motivation for a long period of time until it's got to an alarming level. And how do you know it's got to an alarming level? Well, you're just feeling like you're not yourself. You wake up tired, you go to bed tired, you feel exhausted, you feel drained. Things that used to make you happy no longer make you happy. You've got no energy to do things. You put things off. You're feeling just generally low and down. Now, a lot of people feel and get close to burnout and then they find solutions. And this video is for you if you're feeling like you're close to burnout, you're experiencing burnout, or you're trying to help a loved one who is going through burnout. And I highly recommend you share this video with them to help them. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what you can do to help yourself with burnout, as well as what you can do to look at the causes of burnout, because in order to help yourself, actually, first of all, we need to know the cause of your burnout. So the reason why this is so important is it's been scientifically proven that burnout changes our brain structures, chemistry, and this then affects the whole body and your mental and emotional well-being. In fact, the science of people has shown that burnout can affect the emotional part of the brain, where you might be crying more, you might be angry more, you might be more irritable, you might be completely not yourself emotionally, unstable, you might call yourself. It can also affect your cognitive functioning, so you may find it difficult to learn things and do things that you used to do easily, and it may affect your memory and attention, and then this will frustrate you and cause more burnout and more stress and more impact on your mind and in your body. And also there's been research looking at doing brain scans of people with burnout, and it has the same pattern as trauma does on the brain. So it's so important to get help, and that's why I'm so happy that you found this video, that you're watching this, that you're giving yourself this gift to educate yourself. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the six main causes of burnout that I come across, where people come and do my individual 3-day breakthrough program, and then it follows up with 3-month support. If you'd like to learn more about that, you can send me an email, nb@nicola.com. You can check out my website, and of course you can just message me any way that you would like to by going to my website, whether it's WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram. I'd be so happy to hear from you. So what are the main causes? So the main causes, number one is, and these aren't in any particular order, is overworking. You have not got a good work-life balance. Now, I've suffered with this a lot. It's where you so want to achieve, you really want to get things done, you really want to hit your financial goals, or you want to help more people, or you want to reach a milestone, and you push and you push and you push yourself to get things done. Where you may wake up and start working and go to bed, and you've just been working all day, you're not taking lunch breaks and dinner breaks properly, you're not exercising, you're not having a good unwind routine on your weekends. Then you may just be so exhausted to do anything, you just want to lie on the sofa, do nothing, or you're just working on the weekends as well. You're working 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 80 hours a week, whatever it is, and you're just feeling exhausted, but you're not able to stop. Now, some people aren't able to stop because they're just feel they have to for their job, to save their job, to feel secure in their job because it's expected of them. And some people, they just keep going and they just keep going and they just keep going because maybe you're like me, you're a high achiever and you hate wasting time and you always want to be productive, which is good until it hurts you. And you have to be able to switch off, which I've had to do a lot of work on, that inner voice that's telling you, be productive, don't waste time, you've got to achieve, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, because it's just draining, right? So that's the main cause. Another main cause is an imbalance between input and reward. So this is where you're working really hard in any area of your life, whether it's in the home with your children or whether it's at work, and you do not feel appreciated, where you feel like I'm doing everything and no one cares, no one's even trying to help me, and no one's appreciating me. Why am I bothering? And so not only are you overworking and overstretching yourself, you're also feeling resentment and anger, and you're carrying that negative energy with you because you're like, this is so unfair. Why am I not loved in this way? So again, you need to be able to clear out those thoughts, set healthy boundaries, choose a good work-life balance that's going to work for you, look after your own needs, and communicate your needs to others if you need to, so that you can be free of this. Then there's lack of support, so it kind of ties into that. People that experience burnout, they often feel completely isolated, completely alone. Unfortunately, sometimes when we do work really hard, or when we have got a lot of stress going on, a lot of activities, a lot of things we need to do, we just block out everything else anyway. We block out people, and then that has a negative effect later down the road because we're just like isolated and alone. So making sure that you're not doing that. And then lack of sleep, that's in the fourth one. So a lack of sleep will also impact you. I really feel, but I don't know, you may feel different. You can have a really bad hangover, you can have a cold or a flu, but nothing feels as worse emotionally and mentally, for me anyway, than not sleeping. You can just feel so irritable, so run down, so hating everything, like you're looking through the world with these negative glasses on. Your relationship can seem like it's a disaster. Your work seems like it's awful. You feel like getting a good work-life balance seems like the biggest challenge in the world. Like small things just feel like a mountain, basically. So looking after your sleep. So do check out my YouTube channel. I've got like 3 or 4 videos on, getting a good sleep, from herbal medications that you can take, from unwind routines, to some other healthy alternative ways to put yourself into that sleepiness. And of course, many people get my sleeping hypnotherapy tracks, which are really great. I've got 2 free tracks on my website, so do check them out, nicolabeer.com as well. A lot of people listen to them before they go to sleep, just to benefit them to switch off. Because whatever you put in your mind before you sleep, you're going to digest that for the next 6, 7, 8 hours, however long you sleep. And so you want to be putting in positive, winning thoughts into your mind before you sleep. The 5th reason, and this is the most common reason people decide to do my breakthrough program with me, is that they are experiencing persistent negative thoughts. Now, this can be draining, and it can really make you feel like burnout. If you feel like your relationship isn't working, if you feel like, I hate my job, I don't want to be in this country, I don't want to be in this city, life is a struggle, no one loves me, no one cares about me, I'm stuck. Whatever it is, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, I'm not good enough, I'm not attractive enough, this. If you've got whatever it is, and of course you're not going to have all of those negative thoughts, but even just 2 of them, and they're on repeat, you're going to feel awful, because every day you wake up in the morning, you're just going to be like, feeling stressed. So if you tell yourself, I hate my job, if you tell yourself, my relationship's awful, they don't love me, they don't care for me, if you tell yourself, I'm alone, if you tell yourself that there's something wrong with me, you're just going to get stuck in that horrible negative cycle. So you want to make sure that those negative thoughts are gone and that they've changed. And how I help people do that is to get to the root of all of them, clear them all out in my breakthrough program. If you'd like to learn more, you can watch a 30-minute video on it. You can find that link in my YouTube channel and on my website, and it just explains it more in detail. But you really need to change the thinking, because our thinking affects our body. A lot of people that do the breakthrough program with me, they have like stress in their stomach, neck pain, back aches. So change your thinking, whether with me, whether using hypnotherapy or guided meditations, whether with someone else. Make sure that you do not live with persistent negative thoughts, because you're just going to be so drained. And then the last reason that people have and struggle with, the stress, the burnout, the low energy, they're not feeling like themselves, is there's something medically wrong. Hormonal imbalances. As I mentioned, had a hormonal imbalance, and I knew something was kind of not right, but I thought, maybe it's working, or maybe it's overthinking, because I can be an overthinker. And it wasn't that at all. It was that I actually had a autoimmune disease where basically I've got hypothyroidism. So my body is attacking my thyroid, so my thyroid is overproducing, so my heart's working double the pace, my metabolism is working harder, everything's working so much harder. And yeah, life was a real struggle. I'd wake up feeling really tired, and I stopped doing a lot of other things. I changed my gym routine to my walking routine, so I still walked every day, but I changed that. I didn't have energy to go out. I didn't have energy to go and see my friends. I just literally worked, slept and ate. That was it. That was my life, because I just didn't have the energy to do anything else, and I wanted to make sure I had energy for my clients. That was the most important thing to me. So everything else just went down. And now I have the medication, I'm back to myself, and I'm really excited to be back to myself. So please do go and get all your blood work checked and make sure that, you know, your blood sugar's good, your hormonals, you know, are in check, and everything else. I hope this has been useful to you. Do act. If you're suffering, please act. Please make a change, because when people get to that real burnout stage, their whole body can collapse. I've had a guy once that I worked with, private equity director, very successful. He was so stressed, he was so angry, he was shouting at all his team, he kept losing his team, had to keep replacing his team because people were leaving because he was so horrible. And then eventually one day, his body just collapsed, and he was in hospital for 4 weeks, and then had to just take permanent leave from work to like re-find himself and create a new life. So don't keep pushing yourself. Don't keep pushing yourself to achieve. Stop, take a break, look after yourself. You are worth it, you are important. And if you need any support in that, I would be honoured to take you on that journey.